Well. Look at them. Got themselves is some hot shit. Louisville motherfucking Cardinals. As a lot of y'all already have known by now, unless you've been living under a rock for the past couple years, Louisville has been in some deep trouble. Going all the way back for about 4 or 5 years now. And which also explains the fact why Rick Pitino is no longer coaching. So I just got the news about 10 minutes ago that the Louisville Cardinals lost their appeal. So as punishment, they had to vacate all of their wins from the 2011-2012 season all the way to the 2014-2015 season. And, you know, I really feel bad for the players who played within that time frame, who came in as freshmen for the 2011-2012 season all the way up to their senior year, 2014-2015. Because now they have 0 wins to show for it. Nothing. Nada. Not a damn thing. Also included is the championship they won in 2013. As y'all remember, that Louisville won the March Madness in 2013. Guess what? Gone. Vacated. No longer exists. They're no longer the champions of college basketball of the 2013 season. Yeah, the game's already been played. You can't take that away. But when you do wrong and you win championships in the meantime while doing wrong, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't. It can take it away just like that. Same thing happened with Reggie Bush. You know, when USC got themselves in hot trouble, you know, he had to vacate the trophy, the Heisman Trophy. So, damn. And now it's just ruling today, you know, with interim president Greg Postal, as he said that he disagrees with the ruling. But hey, I'm not gonna get into it. But y'all gonna say silver spoon and all that, you know, slap on the wrist. But I'm not gonna get in depth with that because, you know. But it is true. But yeah, he disagrees with the foul. Hey, you better be like you getting that, because you could get the death penalty. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You could be getting that, so you better be happy with the vacation with the NCAA vacating your wins. You better be happy with that, because like I said, SMU, they got themselves in hot trouble back in the 80s. They got the death penalty in 1987. Had to sit out the entire regular season. And then in 1988, they was able to come back. They self-imposed a season ban because they wanted to be ready. I think they said something about they couldn't get any home games there or something like that. They just said, forget it. We're not gonna play the 88 season. Came back at 89. Everything was already done. Is in the past. Move on. Like I said, hey, you know, you can't erase the memories of those wins, but they no longer exist. I'm just saying. And it's a sad day for Louisville basketball. You know, there's a lot. Whew, man. So here's an article I read on ESPN. This is an article I read on my ESPN app about 10 minutes ago. So, you know, you can get a kind of in-depth analysis of what I'm going with this. The Louisville men's basketball program, I'm reading this from ESPN, by the way, so it's not my own words. The The Louisville men's basketball program will have to vacate its 2013 national championship and 2012 Final Four appearance after the NCAA denied its appeal of what the school described as draconian, I guess is how you pronounce that word, draconian, who cares, but you get my point. That word, penalties, levied against the team last season. Like I said, which led to Rick Pitino having to step down and resigning. So, you know. Now, moving on, here's the rest of it. NCAA announced its ruling Tuesday. Louisville interim president Greg Postel said in a statement Tuesday that the school still disagrees with the NCAA's ruling. Whose fault is that? Tell your coaches to stop doing that dumbass shit, and then you have to worry about was fair ruling and was not. Tell Rick Pitino, you should have told Rick Pitino to stop it. That's his fault. I'm not blaming you, Greg Postel. I'm blaming Rick Pitino. This is his fault. This is under his watch. He deserves good portion of the blame, if not all of it, for this. All right, moving on. It's back to the article now. I cannot say this strongly enough. We believe the NCAA is simply wrong. How in the hell are they simply wrong? How? We disagree with the NCAA ruling for reasons we clearly stated in our appeal, and we made a strong case based on NCAA precedent that supported our argument. Guess you didn't do a good job then, huh, Greg? It's not. I'm starting to think that you have something to do with this, and you're trying to keep it hush hush. That's why you're trying to fight this so bad. But you already. Let's be real. Who did not know that this case was a lost cause? Let's keep it real. I'm just saying. Let's keep it real. The Cardinals will become the first NCAA Division I men's basketball program to vacate a national title during the Final Four era, according to ESPN stats and information. Wow. I did not know they would be the first one. I know there's been some other programs that got in trouble that got postseason bans, but I did not know they were actually the first team that actually had to vacate wins. We'll remove the official recognition, but it won't remove it from our hearts and minds, Louisville interim athletics director Vince Tyra said during a news conference held shortly after the NCAA's announcement. It brings closure to one of the situations. It's not going to bring closure to the success and memories our teams had. I'm sad for our players and certainly our staff members. As I alluded, I do feel bad for the players who played through that era because this is not their fault. They just went out there and played basketball and they won. They went to the Final Four, then they won a championship. So I feel bad for them because now those players who were part of that 2013 team, they have nothing to show for it except for scandal and a lie. Like, if anybody should be appealing, it should be the players. I can see them appealing because it's like, how dare you take our legacy away from us? How dare you take our championship? But look who's your coach. Look who's a mastermind of getting that revoked from y'all. I'm just saying. Oh, article's a little bit. Wow, I might be here for a minute, so it's gonna be a long video because this article is really long. The NCAA penalties are a result of an investigation that included allegations that a former Louisville staff member arranged with strippers to entertain players and recruits during parties at an on-campus dormitory from 2011 to 2015. I did hear something about strippers and all that. I did hear something about that. Hey, Rick Pitino loves strippers. What can you say? This dark cloud has hung over our heads for more than 2 years, and it has had a negative impact on our athletics program, our fans, and the entire university family. Postal said in a statement, while we disagree with the NCAA's decision, it is time for the university to close this chapter and move forward with a stronger commitment to excellence on and off the court. Former Louisville head coach, former Louisville coach Rick Pitino has denied knowledge of the parties. Are you me, man? Are you me right now? Rick Pitino. If anybody close to Rick Pitino, see this video, show it to him. Rick Pitino, are you kidding? You trying to keep this hush hush and have us actually believe that you had nothing to do with this or you had no knowledge of it? How stupid do you think we are? I'm just saying, how stupid do you think we are? We know that you had everything to do with this. I'm not buying that crap. I'm not buying that. And a lot of people are not buying it either. Next, NCAA penalties, which were announced on June 15th, include the vacation. they go saying vacation on ESPN. I'm going to say vacating basketball records in which ineligible student athletes competed from December 2010 to July 2014. The school had previously said the penalties will affect 123 regular season victories and 15 NCAA tournament wins, including the 2013 national title. That is steep. The Cardinals were also placed on NCAA probation for 4 years. As I alluded in my North Carolina Louisville. Oh wait. This is not Facebook. This is YouTube. I'm putting this on. Disregard what I just said. But I think I did made a video about Louisville early in the year on Facebook. Basically, I was saying that they're not going to be participating in the tournament this season because of this situation, which is unfortunate for the players who's playing now, because they not be able to develop their own legacy because of past allegations. Where was let me see. Which also, like I said, which includes scholarship reductions and recruiting restrictions, a $5,000 fine. If you don't know what K is, it's $5,000 fine. And the forfeiture of any money received through conference revenue sharing from the 2012 to 15 NCAA tournaments. That sum could be as much as $15 million. Excuse me. According to published reports, the Cardinals have already set the postseason ban for 2015-16 season. I remember hearing about that. Self-imposing the ban. At the time the penalties were announced, Louisville interim president Greg Postal said in a statement that the NCAA... Shut up! Damn! At the time the penalties were announced, Louisville interim president Greg Postal said in a statement that NCAA penalties went beyond what was considered to be fair and reasonable. Once again, Greg, are you kidding? Louisville sent a 68 pages? They sent a 68-page appeal to the NCAA on August 11th, in which it said college sports governing body imposed, they go that draconian word in, penalties and ignored the school's self-imposed punishment. Well, okay, you got a point there. You self-imposed it, so yeah, I can see your point there. Somewhat. The NCAA investigation centered around allegations made by Katina Powell, a self-described former escort, who alleged in a book breaking cardinal rules, basketball, and the escort queen. I guarantee you she's I guarantee 9 times out of 10 she's a transgender. Most escorts are transgenders anyway. I'm just saying. How I know? I do my research. That's how I know. That former Louisville staffer Andre McGee paid her $10,000 for 22 shows at the Cardinals dormitory. Well, let's hope to God she was a woman, not a transgender then. I'm just saying. Pitino, who held the distinction of being the only coach to guide 2 Division I men's programs to national titles, obviously 2013 Cardinals and the 1996 Kentucky Wildcats. And Kentucky fans really can't stand Rick Pitino right by now. They probably laughing at him right by now too, as they hear this news. I can't blame Kentucky fans, you know. I can't blame people who hate. I can't blame college basketball fans who hate Rick Pitino. This is ammo for y'all. This is laughable for y'all. Y'all are laughing right now. He denied knowledge of what McGee was doing. Once again, he knew what was going on. Who is he fooling? But the NCAA Committee on Infractions ruled Pitino violated NCAA head coach responsibility rules by failing to monitor McGee's activities. So what they're saying, Rick Pitino, you can deny it all you want, but this is all happening under your watch. You are responsible for keeping that program right on the right track. This is your fault as well. Pitino, who was fired as Louisville's coach on October 16th, faced a 5-game suspension at the start of ACC play this season. Ryan got fired. For 35 some odd years, I have had a lot of faith in the NCAA and reacted that way according accordingly as the head basketball coach in the belief of their rules. Pitino said during the news conference on June 15th, "Not only is it unjust, over the top severe, but personally, I lost a lot of faith in NCAA I ever had over the last 35 years at what they just did." Stop crying. Stop crying. "I'm going to put all my faith in the appeals committee that they'll do the right thing. We believe we'll win the appeal because it is right. It is just. What went on, the ruling, was unjust, inconceivable." McGee, who never talked to NCAA investigators, was given a 10-year show cause. The escort scandal was only the beginning of Louisville's off-court troubles. On September 26, the FBI arrested 10 men, including 4 assistant coaches, after a 3-year investigation into college basketball corruption. Deep. The allegations in the federal complaint included an accusation that Adidas executives Jim Gatto and Merle Code conspired with former sports agent Christian Dawkins and financial planner Munish Sood to funnel $100,000 to the father of Louisville recruit Brian Bowen to ensure that his son signed with the Cardinals. And now you see why they're on the ban now. Now you understand why they're banned. Not banned. Now you understand why they wins again vacated and why they self-imposed postseason bans. Now you get into the heart of it. Where I was. See, now I lost where I was. Okay, no, I remember. I see what I'm at. The FBI said telephone records show Gatto spoke directly with an unnamed Louisville coach multiple times in the days before Bowen committed to play for the Cardinals. Pitino is not named in the federal complaint. And I'm be honest with you, it's I don't know if I'm gonna read the rest of this. He was placed on administrative leave on September 27th. Rick Pitino was. He got fired on October 16th. And then the associate head coach, Kenny Johnson, was also placed on administrative leave. And later on, he got fired when the FBI got involved. But now, then it said October 19th when Pitino did an interview with Jay Billis. I think it's Billis. But who cares? Pitino said that he took full responsibility for any staff member he hires, but also emphasized that he thoroughly vetted his assistant coaches. On multiple occasions during the interview, he referred to a lie detector test, which he volunteered to take as a way to again say he's not aware of Bowen's father received payments of $100,000 as alleged. Adidas, they terminated the personal service agreement with Pitino. And Louisville Courier Journal reported last year that Pitino received 98% of the $39 million that the Cardinals were owed. And be honest with you, y'all can go on ESPN and read the rest of this. It's still a little too much to read, but the Bowen guy, Brian Bowen, I think that's his name was. I read about earlier. He was a 5-star recruit from Saginaw, Michigan that signed to Louisville. He got suspended from Louisville. No, he got suspended by Louisville officials in September, and he never played for the Louisville Cardinals. He was denied knowledge of the pay-for-play scheme and transferred to, he transferred to Cop Country, better known as South Carolina. But anyways, there you have it. Just some crazy things that went down, though. Like I said, it was just, it was a little too much to read. You can, if you got the ESPN app, you can read the rest of the story there on your own. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on ESPN.com. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on FoxSports.com. It's gonna be everywhere for a while. Hell, even if you watch the news, I don't watch the news. I don't watch Inside Edition. I don't watch Entertainment Tonight. I don't watch any of that crap. To be honest with you, I don't need to watch the news because, I guess it's like the perks of being raised on 21st century technology. If you got a smartphone, chances are you have the internet on your phone. So you're gonna it's gonna be front page about what happened in Louisville. So you don't. So like if you're like me, you don't necessarily have to watch the news. You can just, if you got a smartphone, you can just go online and read about this stuff before 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock, whatever time the news comes on in your city. You can just read about it beforehand. I'm pretty sure Inside Dish is gonna eat this up. Entertainment Tonight's gonna eat this up, unless they still talking about the Kardashians and Trump. You know, they love eating that crap up, from what I've been hearing. You know, that's Entertainment Tonight, Inside Dish for you. That's why I don't watch those crap shows, because all you do is talk about the same repetitive stuff. Kardashians 1 minute, Nicki Minaj, Madonna, what's going on with Trump, what's going on with Kellyanne Conway and Sarah Sanders and all those people that's involved under Trump's, you know. Me personally, I'd rather watch Good Morning America and the Today Show. You know, I don't watch those either. But if I had to pick between Inside Dish and Entertainment Tonight, or Today Show and Good Morning America, give me Good Morning America and Today Show. Give me those two. And I'm not a morning person, so it's not like I'll be watching Good Morning America or Today anyway. But rest assured, you're gonna hear about this tomorrow morning on Today's Show, on Good Morning America. You're gonna hear about this tomorrow for sure. They're gonna eat this up too. I'll tell you this. Megyn Kelly might talk about it on her show tomorrow morning. So, and we already know. First Take, Undisputed, First Things First. All these debate shows, they're gonna eat this up. They're gonna eat this up, man. I'm telling you, this is gonna be major news right here. Because because this has been an ongoing an ongoing investigation for years, and finally they slammed the hammer down and say, you know what? We talked about it enough. Here are the results. We're vacating your wins. We're taking away your 2013 title. Like I said, I feel bad for the kids. Well, they're not kids. I feel bad for the ball players who played on those teams at the time, because like I said, they probably had absolutely nothing to do with this, and their legacy is going to be tarnished because of what the higher power done. You know, Rick Pitino trying to be hush hush, covering up what he knew what was going on. And then you got the assistant coaches bringing in escorts and strippers and all that. And I like strippers just as much as the next guy. Female strippers, to be more specific. I like strippers as much as the next guy, but it's just a time and place. Like I always say, and like the other statesmen always say, time and place for everything. At that time, that's not the time. You could have took them to the strip club yourself after the game. You know, you can't be bringing strippers and escorts and prostitutes and hookers and all that stuff, all those type of people into locker rooms, you know, trying to indulge them before basketball games, and think that the university is not going to find out. Think that the NCAA is not going to find out. Of course they're going to find out. They're not stupid. They're not oblivious to what's going on. They monitor these programs really, really microscopic, whatever. They monitor these programs really close. So if you think you can pull one on them, you're sadly mistaken. It's not going to happen. You're going to fail miserably, and you're going to look like an idiot. And Rick Pitino and everybody else involved in this, that's it, man. Y'all are done. Y'all legacy is over. And like I said, Louisville probably will not be playing in the postseason again this year. But you know, hopefully, moving forward, I hope Louisville, not the university, but people connected with these universities, I hope they learned their lesson moving forward, and let's hope to God that they do not have any more scandals like this ever again. Probably will, but hopefully not for a while, because vacating of wins, revocation of scholarships and all that, Louisville's going to be screwed for the next 2 or 3 years. They're going to be terrible. Everything that's went down last couple of years regarding to this, it's going to hurt them in the long run. I'm just saying. Well, there you have it. I'm gonna keep all this in. I know it's about a 25-minute video, but I had to make my point. So I hope Louisville learns their lesson. And I guess I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna end this episode of Ventura Avenue. I had a feeling I was gonna make one this week. I was waiting on somebody to screw up. I was waiting on somebody to capture. And Louisville, you just happen to be my bait. But like I said, I hope that this will be a learning lesson for y'all. Moving forward, and let's get hopefully y'all bounce back soon. And that's that, I guess. Till next time, A-Fizzle signing out. And always do the right thing, people. It doesn't hurt for y'all to do the right thing. Always.